Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be discussing if Baker Mayfield is a franchise QB or not. So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button. It will let me know that you guys enjoy this type of content, because this is my first video doing this type of long form content, talking about NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, and etc. And if you guys do like the content and already hit the like button, I would love you guys to hit the subscribe button. It will really help me out a lot, and YouTube will recommend my channel to other people that do like sports but never get recommended my channel. And if you guys do subscribe, please hit the notification button. It will let you guys know when another video that I make comes out. And without ado, let's get into the video. Coming out of college, Baker Mayfield was decent, but a lot of people did not think he'd be the #1 overall pick. A lot of people thought he would fall into the mid first round area, but then on draft night the Cleveland Browns selected him, and that pretty much made him have these high expectations of pretty much bringing the Browns to a playoff game and carrying them to the Super Bowl, and stuff that Cleveland Brown fans have not experienced ever, because the Browns are not a very good football team. So his stats in 2018, his rookie season: 63.8 completion percentage, 3,725 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions, with 93.7 passer rating. And then in 2019 and 2020, he got similar numbers. Not much changes there, except the interception number goes up and then it goes down. Touchdowns are still in the 20s. And then in 2021, Baker Mayfield gets injured, and his stats aren't as good. 3,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions on an 83.1 QBR. This is when the Browns pretty much gave up on Baker Mayfield. They then traded him to the Panthers and got Deshaun Watson instead. He did not do well in the Panthers either. 57.8 completion percentage, 1,313 yards, 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and 74.4 QBR. And then the Panthers released him mid-season, and the Rams picked him up. In his first game, he came in midway through the game, or towards the end, and he threw the game-winning touchdown pass and took him down the field as well. And Baker Mayfield's stats were 63.6 completion percentage, 850 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and an 86.4 QBR. And then after that season, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers signed him on a 1-year deal, and this is when Baker Mayfield had a resurgence. So Baker Mayfield in 2023 had 3,315 yards, 24 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and 54.9 QBR. That is 17th in NFL. The game that made people think that Baker Mayfield could be a franchise QB was a few days ago against the Packers at Lombardi Field. Baker Mayfield completed 22 out of 28 passes for 381 yards with 4 touchdowns and no interceptions in the Buccaneers' 34-20 win over the Packers on Sunday. He rushed twice for -2 yards and lost a fumble though. But he had a perfect QBR. He was first QB to do that at Lombardi Field as an away QB. And personally, I think he's a franchise QB. I think he is a franchise QB because he has shown leadership when he is put in the right situation. In Cleveland, he kind of was put in the right situation, but they mishandled him during his injury. In Carolina, Carolina has nobody in their team. It's hard for players to do anything there. I mean, we see Bryce Young right now. Bryce Young is just struggling so much. And I think Baker Mayfield would do the same as well, as we saw last year. But in the Rams, I think that was just him trying to get back into his groove, of course, which he kind of did. He didn't even throw 1,000 yards. But I'll give him credit there. That did make the Buccaneers sign him and lead to where we are today. So I'm going to say 3 predictions for Baker Mayfield at this point. Number 1, this is the most likely one. He stays with the Buccaneers on a 1-year deal. I think the Buccaneers shouldn't go with Kyle Trask. I don't think he is ready at all. I don't think he ever will be. I think he's just going to be backup quarterback and phase out of the league, and most people are going to forget about him. But I can tell you that the Buccaneers should draft a wide receiver or defensive player. I think the player that the Bucs should draft at wide receiver is Rome Oduzne. He is the wide receiver from Washington. He has really just helped Penix create that offensive scheme that they've been able to run and just score so many points. That is why they're in the Sugar Bowl. And the Bucs for defense should draft Cooper DeJean. And the Bucs for a defensive player should draft Cooper DeJean out of Iowa. He has proved that he can pretty much help this Iowa defense. They did limit Michigan, unlike any other team has this year, but they, of course, couldn't score any points on offense. And Michigan would win that game. But that was not Cooper's fault. Cooper has proven to be a really good player. Number 2, I think he should go to Las Vegas Raiders on a 3-year deal. Jimmy Garoppolo is not doing anything. He is not the Raiders' future. And Aiden O'Connell might be decent, but I think they should sign Baker Mayfield if they can afford him. If not, that's fine. I get that Jimmy Garoppolo is just on an expensive contract. And the most least likely one here is for him to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know if Kenny Pickett is a franchise QB. I don't know if he is their future. It is really hard to tell at this point. I mean, Steelers fired Matt Canada, and their offense is still not that good. They just need some leadership. I think Baker Mayfield can bring that leadership that they need, and bring him in on a 1-year deal. Give him a try. I mean, I think he's franchise QB. I feel like he should get a chance again. And that'll be it for today's video. Please like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you all next time.